Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video, and in today's video I'm gonna show you how you should play Kennen. And the reason that I'm saying it like how you should play Kennen is because Kennen is absolutely useless if you don't play him like this. And in the beginning of the video I'm gonna be explaining to you how to build Kennen, and I have some announcements. If you don't care about this, I want to skip immediately to the gameplay, timestamps in the description. I'm also gonna tell you immediately what the video is about because I don't want to waste your time. Basically, rotate and team fights. These are the two things that you have to do on Kennen, and during the gameplay part of the video I'm going to be explaining to you how you should do it. Okay, so about the announcements. 30,000 subscribers. What? Where did you all come from? Where? What? I cannot believe it. It's actually crazy, and to celebrate it I'm going to be giving away a skin on my Twitter account. So on top of the YouTube skin giveaway, I'm going to be giving away a skin on my Twitter account. All you gotta do is check out my Twitter in the pinned comment and read the tweet, you know, how you can enter. Okay, let's talk about how you should build Kennen, because I have tried some Kennen builds, and actually using this build and the runes as well is very important. So let's talk about it. You start with Liandry's Torment. This is your major power spike. This is a really strong item. If you can get this item before the first dragon, you are gonna absolutely dominate it. But the thing is, the way that you can get this item is you have to farm like really well, and getting a kill and an assist guarantees a Liandry's. So if you can get a kill or an assist, it guarantees it. If you cannot, you know, it's gonna be very close. But yeah, keep that in mind. So after Liandry's, you take boots, you know, just take level 1 boots and then get Ionian boots immediately. Right after your Liandry's, you want to get Ionian boots. It's very important. And then Infinity Orb. And something very important is to get this item first, the Oblivion Orb, because Oblivion Orb grants you 15 flat magic penetration. So this is very good against squishy targets and very good in the early game. Keep that in mind. Okay, so Oblivion Orb is the next major power spike on Kennen. You'll want to get this item before the second dragon, and when you do, you just all in. Basically, like Kennen, the way that you have to play him is all in. Use your ultimate, everything. I'm gonna explain during the gameplay, of course, how you can do all that. But having these two big items is gonna allow you to like deal so much damage in a team fight. It is crazy. Okay, so after these two items, it's actually, wait, you always want to build Stasis Enchant, by the way, always. This is a must buy on Kennen. So after you buy Infinity Orb, you can get a Stasis Enchant. Get a Stasis Enchant if you feel like you need it when you dive into the enemy. So as a Kennen, obviously you're gonna dive in, use your ultimate. Now the enemies might have some annoying champions, like Zed for example, that can one-shot you, or something else. If they have that, you can use Stasis Enchant. So the way that you do it is you engage into the enemy. Again, I'm gonna show it to you during the gameplay how to do it. You use your ultimate and everything, and then Stasis. 100% of your games you build Stasis on Kennen. Not 99.9, but 100. Literally 100. If you feel like you don't need Stasis, don't build it until after your third or fourth item. But you're still gonna build it. You know, you still have to build it. Okay, after these two items, in 90% of the games, you go for Rabadon's Death Cap. In 10% of the games, you go for you go for the green book, okay? And you go for the green book if the enemy has a lot of healing or lifesteal, you know, like let's say they have a Draven with a lot of lifesteal and they also have a Sona, and then you can go for the green book instead of the Rabadon. Keep in mind that if you go for green book instead of Rabadon, you're gonna have much less damage. So, you know, you have to think about yourself. Do I want full damage or do I want anti-healing? As I said, 90% of the games Rabadon, and then 10% the green book. Okay, does the enemy have a lot of shield? What you do if they have a lot of shield is you just build Void Amethyst. What these names are so hard to pronounce, I swear. So like, let's say they have a lot of defense, a lot of magic defense. You can build this item, the component of the Void Staff, before your Rabadon, and then finish a Rabadon. Okay? Don't finish up the Void Staff immediately as your third item. You know, it's almost never worth it. You just want to build ability power, but it is worth it to only build this item. Okay, keep that in mind. So these are pretty much the items that you want to go for. Let me actually take a quick look at the other items. Yeah, these are the only items that you should really go for on Kennen. Okay, as your first rune, Electrocute. Obviously, Kennen is a burst champion, so Electrocute. in team fights is going to be very nice. And the other reason that you want to get Electrocute, and this is actually the main reason, is because of your laning. So when you get Electrocute, you can do very easy combinations with your first ability, basic attack, and your second ability to proc the Electrocute, which is going to do huge damage. Okay, and here, that's right, you're seeing a champion rune. And the reason for that is like, I have tested out some runes. So I did champion and I did brutal. And brutal is not gonna help you that much. See, the reason that champion is very nice is because if you can manage to stay alive in your lane, like not even get a kill, it's okay. The champion rune is gonna be so huge during the first dragon. That's the whole reason why you go for champion. First dragon fight. If you have champion rune and the Liandry's and 0 deaths before the first dragon, oh my god, you are gonna deal so much damage. It's crazy, and you'll see during the gameplay. Okay, as my third rune, I use regeneration, and the reason for that is just, you know, because I want to regen the energy a little faster. You don't really need it, it's just I prefer to go for it. The other ones are just kind of useless, you know. You could go for conditioning perhaps. It's just, you know, yeah, it's like I go for regeneration. You can also go for Spirit Walker. But yeah, as I said, like they're kind of useless because you have your third ability already. Okay, as your last one, you can go for Hunter Genius or Sweet Tooth. Go for Sweet Tooth if you have a really rough lane. However, Hunter Genius is obviously very, very nice because you get ability haste, which is huge on Kennen, especially for your ultimate. So I almost always run Hunter Genius. As your spells, now I have tried Barrier on Kennen, but I don't like it because you want to be very aggressive on a cannon, and Ignite is going to allow you to do even more damage with your all-in combo, you know, like ultimate, everything, you know, you can Ignite on top of that. That's why. And of course, always run a flash on cannon. That was it about the build part. Let's get into the gameplay. Alright guys, so in today's video I'm playing Kennen. I never see Kennen in ranked matches anymore. And in this video, I'm actually going to show you that Kennen is still good. So Kennen is not broken. Of course, he's not broken, but he's good. Definitely not the best, but good. But in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can really make use of his kit. Like how you can really abuse his powers. So I want to talk about my matchup right now, which is Malphite. Malphite is like the worst matchup for Kennen. Literally. He can outpoke you in the lane and he's gonna be very annoying. So when you're playing against a Kennen, just pick Malphite because it's a really good counter against Kennen. So as you can see, when I'm against a Malphite, the way that I play the lane is just safe, you know. I'm just farming, and against a Malphite, you don't want to take unnecessary poke. Only take poke for farm, you know. Like, don't get close to him for no reason. Like as you can see, I'm maintaining my range, and I'm only gonna get close when I get farm. Like look, I'm trying to stay away so he cannot hit free damage. But when my farm is up, as you can see, I get closer and take damage. This is how you want to lane in the early game against Malphite. Relax, only take damage for farm. This is very important. Don't get greedy, don't be stupid. Look at this, this is actually very nice. I am trading with Malphite under my minions. And this is actually a general tip that works for every single laner. So I want you to rewind the video if you don't understand what I just did. Because that was perfect play by me. Malphite went under my minions, and then I actually did fight him. Because my minions were helping me. In the early game, the minions are incredibly strong, so you can actually fight when you're like if the enemy is under your minions, even though you're weaker than the enemy. Okay, so as a Kennen, there's a very quick and easy combination that you want to do in the lane, which is using your empowered basic attack, first ability, second ability. You can also do it in a different order. You can also do first ability, empowered basic attack, second ability. These two little combinations are gonna allow you to easily stun the enemy, do a lot of damage, and proc your electrocute rune. You're often gonna be able to outdamage the enemy like this, unless it's Malphite, because Malphite has the stupid shield, of course, you know, like because of his stupid shield, his passive, you're gonna be unable to outdamage him with that combo. But look at this, I saw an opportunity, I ignited him, I'm basic attacking him, he has no chance to escape. Easy peasy. And I actually, I died. That was my bad. I should have just ran away from the minions immediately. Oh my god. So I got first blood, but I lost 5% of my damage because I'm running champion rune. And my mistake there was I went a little too close to the Malphite. Like I was way too confident. I got hit by the minions. I took a lot of damage from the Malphite. I got too confident for no reason. So the Malphite actually ended up picking up a kill on me as well, which is really, really stupid. So ideally, I don't want to use my ult in the lane. And I'm saying ideally, but I'm actually going to tell you to never do that. When you approach minute 3 in the game, never ever use ultimate in your lane. Trust me. Just die. Like, let's say the Malphite ults me under the turret. Like, honestly, just die. You know, it's okay to die because you want to save your ultimate for the dragon. But let me tell you, this is going to be a little complicated what I'm going to say now, so I want you to listen very carefully. Don't use your ultimate unless your team is fighting 4 versus 4 at the dragon and like the game is between minute 3, minute 45 and like over 4 minutes. Why, you may think? So, it's actually okay to use your ultimate in that scenario, because if you kill the Malphite with your ultimate, your team is still gonna be in a 4v4 situation. What you can do is just push lane. So you're gonna get an advantage on your side. But like look, right now we're at minute 3, minute 55. So it could possibly be okay to use my ultimate here, possibly. Like as you can see, my team is 4 versus 4 in the bottom, so it could possibly be a good idea to use my ultimate if the Malphite dives me. But look at this, I have Liandry's. I'm telling my team, wait, just wait. Wait for me. I am super strong right now. I still have 5% bonus damage from my champion rune as well. I have Liandry's. And you know, obviously I'm communicating to my team that they have to be a little careful of the Malphite. But I am ready to fight. I have flash, I have ultimate, everything. This is the big power of Kennen. These fights. So let's take a look at how I'm gonna do it actually. Let's take a look at how I'm gonna take this fight. I see the Diana go in. I just go flash ult and look at this. Oh my god, so much damage. I just completely hard carried that team fight. Super, super hard. This is what you want to do on Kennen. And this is one of the things that you have to do on Kennen. Like, I'm saying you want to do it, but you have to do it. If you don't do this, you're not going to do anything as a Kennen. Because as I said, your power as a Kennen is team fights. Your ultimate is an insane ability for team fights. And Kennen is a burst champion. So the way that you want to win team fights is you burst the enemies down. You want to kill them. If you don't kill them with your combination, you're not going to out-sustain them. Because you have 0 sustain damage. Literally 0. You only have burst damage. So that is your win condition. Burst damage. Find an opportunity to engage, stun all the enemies with your abilities, and allow your team to completely destroy the enemy on top of your abilities. Okay? That is the way that you need to play Kennen. Okay, let's take a look. Again, like as I said, you can trade with the Malphite if you're under your minion. Look at his damage. What? This is what I mean. Like the Malphite just shoots one of his first abilities on me and he completely outdamages me. That's why a Malphite counters Kennen. He actually hard counters Kennen as well. Okay, so Kennen also skills well into the late game. You know, don't get discouraged if you're losing early game. It really sucks. Like I know it really sucks, but when you're able to farm pretty well into the late game, you can still get one-shot ultimates. I've had many games before where I was playing Kennen and we were actually losing the game, but then I had like one good ultimate with a huge triple kill and we made a comeback, because that's how Kennen works. You can always make a comeback with Kennen, because if you get one good ultimate, you can still come back into the game. Okay, as you can see, our team is actually struggling a lot. Like, it's true that I am 3-on-1, but we are 5-on-10 with our team. And we lost the dragon, we lost Rift Herald, we lost everything. So let's take a look what's gonna happen here. This is free kills. This is a free kill. You know, definitely very, very nice to pick it up. So yeah. I am getting fed now. I am 4-on-1, and I am basically the win condition of our team right now. So how do you play a game where you're fed? Let me explain. So I am 4-on-1 now. I have a lot of gold. And my team is a bit tilted, as you can see. So what I need to do is don't die. Because not only because of my champion rune, but if I die, I'm gonna get behind. You know, I'm not gonna be super ahead anymore. It's only okay if I die if we win an important team fight. You know, like if they turret dive me and 3 of them die just to kill me, it's okay. But if I die in a 1v1, it is not okay at all. Like at all, it's really, really bad. So I just want to stay alive make sure I save my ultimate for the next big team fight, which could be over the mid lane turret or dragon or whatever, you know. And that is my win condition right now. Save my ult, fight next fight, and now just farm. Don't take unnecessary fights, just farm. Because especially the Malphite is actually quite strong now. He got some, you know, he got quite a lot of kills, so that's why. Just relax. Like, this is also what I see happen so often in ranked games. This is a general tip that I have for you, not only for Kennen. Like, when I see people be like super ahead, you know, they're like 5-0, 6-0, but their teammates are feeding. What I see these 5-0 people do is they take unnecessary fights. Like, they try to kill the enemy again, and then they get ganked and they die. And when they die, they give like a 1k shutdown to the enemy. Do you see my point here? You don't want to give the shutdown to the enemy. Just play it safe, don't take these idiotic risks. And now I'm playing to my win condition. Rotate to the dragon, fight. This is when you do want to fight on Kennen. Don't fight in 1v1s when you're losing, fight at dragon. Unfortunately, my team is still not doing too well. However, I am still ready here, you know? Look at this. We catch out the Malphite and look at how much damage. Oh my god. Yet again, perfectly played to my win condition. Take a look at this. This is how you play Kennen, guys. This is what you need to do. Just use a huge ultimate during a team fight and you will win. You will win. That's how it works. You just win. I don't know why people are not playing Kennen anymore. And I don't know why I used a very high-pitched voice, because that's not really my voice, you know. I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know why I do that sometimes. I actually do it quite often during my video, you know, when I get like very nice kills, I'm like, oh my god. It's like, it's just something that I do. I really don't know why I do it. I just do it. I don't know, man. Whatever. So yeah. This was really, really good. Like, as you can see, we definitely got back into the game here. I got so many kills and assists. I secured the dragon for my team. This is my win condition. This is why it's super important to use your head when playing the game. Don't only use your fingers, you know, don't only think about how can I kill the enemy, blah, blah, blah. Think about your win conditions. Think about what the enemy's weaknesses are. Think about what your powers are. Think about how you can win the game, right? How can you win a game with Kennen? Team fights, especially dragons. Kennen is single-handedly the best champion to fight at the dragon. He's the best. There is no other champion better than Kennen. Really, there is actually no other champion. So that's obviously why you want to fight at dragons. Okay, so right now the Baron is up, and I have my combination. The enemies have a pretty scary composition, however, but I still don't feel like I need a stasis enchant. So I'm just straight up building into the Rabadon's death cap just to get damage, you know. And when you finish a Rabadon's death cap on Kennen, especially when you're snowballing, you're gonna one-shot, okay? And you need to take that moment to abuse the one-shots. So when you're snowballing the game and get a Rabadon's death cap, you're gonna one-shot the enemy and abuse it. You can just hard dive the enemies 1v5 because your ultimate gives you bonus armor and magic resist and kill all of them. Don't wait for no reason. Let's take a look at this. So they're actually hard diving me here, and I'm ulting under the turret, as you can see, trying to waste some time. They're actually so strong. Look at this. Two of them are just diving me, and they wasted all of their abilities, and yeah, they did kill me. However, it was definitely worth for the enemies because they killed me and they got a turret. And here I'm kind of flaming the Wukong. I don't like the fact that I did flame the Wukong because I never like flaming people. But I was actually kinda right, because Wukong was on my side of the map when bot lane needed him, and he's on bot lane side of the map when I needed him. But I'm not gonna talk too much about him because, you know, I need to talk about how I play and my mistakes. It's more important. Again, dragon is spawning soon, so I used my ultimate there because I thought that I could possibly kill them under my turret. It was a nice try, however, but a very important thing, there was no dragon up, so that's why, you know, I still used my ultimate. So right now my team is dying, which kind of sucks, but it's okay, because the dragon is gonna spawn soon. So what I want to do here is push top lane, go back, be ready for the next dragon, and then rotate. Yet again, team fights at dragon. I have my Rabadons as well. This is my huge power spike. The dragon is gonna be spawning soon. I have my full engage and I got Rabadon's death cap. The only problem is that my whole team died but I have my Rebel's Death Cap. Okay? Let's take a look at this. I'm obviously not gonna ult the Ziggs, because, you know, I would have definitely killed the Ziggs if I ulted him, but I'm not gonna do that. Wow, man, that Graves is also really good. Like, that Graves is dealing so much damage to us. And this is kind of unfortunate, because I really couldn't do anything in that scenario. So here, they're going for the Baron. I am Kennen. I have a Rebel's Death Cap. We need to take a fight. Like, we really need to take this fight. I have my full engage, and if we make it on time, we should definitely win the fight. So let's take a look at what's gonna happen. Oh, that guy actually... Oh, the Ezreal got caught off. Ezreal did a lot of damage, but he did get caught. And here, I just got the Blitzcrank for free as well. And we win this 4v4, because I am super strong. So we definitely win this 4v4. So my team wants to do Dragon here. That is actually... I would say that it's a good call, because we can turn on the enemies. We have Wukong and we have Kennen. So if they come to us, we can turn on them and destroy them. That's what we need to do as well. So if they rotate to us, we have to go on them. But it seems like they're not rotating on us, so we just get the dragon. And as you can see, another very important thing I did, I paid attention to where the Jinx was. If the Jinx used her ultimate, I would have flashed to where she ulted. I was constantly paying attention to her, so yeah, keep that in mind too. When you're against the Jinx, you have to look at where she is. Oh my god, that Graves damage though, what? That Graves is just dealing so much damage. It's definitely a problem, because Graves actually kinda counters Kennen, because he can tank my damage and he can hard dive me and completely destroy me. So yeah, that kinda sucks. As you can see, he's 12 on 3. Crazy. So here, I'm going for the green book, and the reason for that is because the enemies have a lot of lifesteal items. So, you know, I want to reduce their healing, of course. Here, okay, this is also an important thing on Kennen. Tell your team when you have your engage ready. Because like right now I said I have my full engage, so we can go in. Let's take a look at what's gonna happen. Boom! Oh my god. So much damage. I just killed 2 enemies for free. Triple kill, and oh, hard carried the fight. Completely hard carried this fight. Amazing. By the way guys, make sure you give this video a like if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're a new viewer. And I think there is like a thing next to the subscribe button. It's like a bell, you know. Turn this bell on if you want to get notified when I upload videos. However, I really don't recommend you to turn it on if you don't want to get spammed, because I upload videos every single day. So, you know, if you turn the bell on, you're gonna get notified every day, which could be annoying. But if you want it by any chance, you know, you can just turn it on. So look, man, that Graves is crazy good. Like, wow, did you just see that? He decimated my entire team, and he decimated me too. Well, I actually took a Jinx ult, kind of funny. So yeah, yet again, what is our win condition? Team fights, especially objectives. So we shouldn't look for small skirmishes like 3v3, 4v4. Don't do that. Only 5 versus 5, because the enemy Graves is gonna absolutely destroy us in little skirmishes. That's why we need to be together as a 5-man team, so we can deal with the Graves. Very, very important. That is your win condition. And that is especially the win condition of Kennen. Kennen is really bad at 1v1s, but really good in team fights. You always want to seek team fights. I've repeated it many times in this video, but that is how you play Kennen. Team fights. I really need to drink, 1 second. Okay, let's take a look at what I'm gonna say. I'm asking the Diana to go bot, because we got the Baron buff, and pushing 1 in top lane, 3 in mid lane, and 1 in bot lane is very powerful. This is generally pretty much the best way to use Baron, because you're gonna have pressure on 3 lanes. So you're obviously gonna get a lot of turrets, a lot of pressure, everything. Take a look at this. Again, I tell my team, I have my full engage, so we could possibly fight, you know, because I have my engage. But we are in a 4v5 situation, because Wukong is in the top lane. Yeah, he even says don't fight, I'm split pushing. So look at how much pressure we're gonna have. We're pushing top lane, bot lane, and mid lane, and I want you to take a look at how much pressure we have right now. Actually, the Wukong gave up. The Wukong and the Diana gave up on pushing for some reason, which kinda sucks. Here I'm telling my team next wave I can engage, but here I say never mind, because it's not a good opportunity anymore. But unfortunately it seems like the Diana cannot read the chat, and She just went in and died. And the Elder Dragon is spawning. What do you do in a situation like this? We have to fight. We really have to take this fight. But we shouldn't force it. The way that we want to take this fight is just stay behind. And we have to do a full engage, you know? We have to go, because if they take this dragon, we just lose. As you can see, the Ziggs is low. I take the opportunity and boom! So much damage again. And we just win the fight 4 versus 5. Man, the Grace just destroyed me, however. Actually, we didn't win the fight. Oh, Ezreal is actually carrying. Look at the Alistar triple kill, Alistar. What? Quadra kill Alistar, what? It's keys on Alistar. Have you ever seen a quadra kill on Alistar? What? I have never seen a quadra kill on Alistar, honestly. And if the Jinx was a little nice, he could have actually given him a pentakill. And I'm pretty sure that would have been the first pentakill ever on Alistar, like legit. Crazy. Oh, Stewart with the beautiful place on Ezreal as well. Really, really nice. So, as you can see, I kinda did my job in the early game to carry my team. And right now my team has a lot of gold and we have dragons, which allows them to also do a lot of damage. Like the Ezreal is doing a lot of damage now. Diana is also doing a lot of damage. And that's all because of me doing really good in the early game with Kennen. Rotating to dragons and, you know, helping your team. Don't split push on Kennen. You're gonna lose the game if you do that. Rotate and help your team. That is your win condition on Kennen. Of course, yeah. Okay, so as your last item, you always want to get a Void Staff because it's always worth it to go for the percentage magic penetration. Even if the enemy has no defense, still go for a Void Staff, you know, it's always going to be a good item. You're going to have enough damage anyway, so Void Staff is going to allow you to shred through magic resist as well. So always get a Void Staff as your last item. And always go for this component, the purple one, the Amethyst, whatever it's called. Because that one gives you 20% magic penetration, which is worth way more than the flat ability power. Always go for the purple item. Always, always. Okay. Again, as you can see, I'm telling my team, I have my engage. So let's take a look at what's happening here. We engage, of course. I'm not going to use it on the Jinx only because it's unnecessary. As you can see, it's a free kill anyways. So now, I have my engage anyways. So let's take a look. Boom, of course, I engage, we destroy them. That's how it works. This is exactly how Kennen works. Don't fight without your engage. When you have your engage, use your first ability, ultimate, and then use your flash, and then you can use the stasis enchant. By the way, I also have a full Kennen guide where I explain how to use the combos and everything. You can just look up HellsDevil Kennen. I have some other Kennen videos as well if you really enjoyed this one. And yeah, that was it for today's video. We're just gonna finish the game here and let's check out how much damage I did at the end of the game as well. Pretty sure it was quite a lot. Let's put myself here. Let's take a look. Of course, MVP. Me and Ezreal actually both did a lot of damage. So thank you very much for watching. And I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.